What do you think Singaporeans can learn from your videos?
I hope they can learn that Singapore is not boring. Because I had I read lots of comments saying that like Singapore is boring, it's very small, nothing to do. They wish they live in Japan. Like some people even say that, but I notice people who say Singapore is boring, they don't really explore the island. And I find it quite funny because like even reaching from the east to west, it only takes like 40-minute taxi ride. It's not far at all. It's such a small country, but people still don't really explore. There's so many like nice, interesting towns, cities, and I hope to show that in my videos.
Gib Ojisan is a Japanese YouTuber based in Singapore. His YouTube journey started out as a music channel where he would post guitar covers of songs from Studio Ghibli's animations. This love for Studio Ghibli was also what inspired his online moniker, which translates to Uncle Gib in English. Since his move to Singapore, his channel has evolved to lifestyle content of himself exploring the island. As someone who has only lived here for 3 years, how has he acclimatized to the Singaporean culture? And how does he handle the weight of content creation now that his videos have captured the attention of so many Singaporeans?
My channel, it started out as like a guitar channel, me traveling around the world, and that's what everybody wanted to watch from me. And I already had like 60,000 subscribers. So a lot of my viewers weren't happy like me staying in Singapore and like me not posting guitar videos anymore. So to revive the channel, I wanted to kind of travel again, but then my wife was like very reluctant lah. So it was very tough. But I think looking at my current state, I thank her because obviously because I stayed in Singapore, because I make content here, that's how I'm able to survive right now as like a Japanese YouTuber living in Singapore.
Yeah, it was like a blessing in disguise, I guess. Yeah. I feel like you talk a lot in your vlogs. Like there's always something to say, or you point out something. How do you have so many things to say?
I think it's just the way I see it because I'm a foreigner. To you guys, maybe like that's a normal just an old shop, but for me, it's like wow, look at the bricks. Okay, are you hungry?
Yeah, I can.
So I like their bamboo clam and the steamboat.
Oh right, they have steamboat here?
Yeah, they do.
How do you meet that friend who brought you here? You said the investor friend, right?
He was actually my viewer. He was my viewer. He invited me for dinner, and I was like, oh, I'm down for it, and then he took me here. And that was like my first Zucha experience. I thought it was quite interesting that Singapore has like two sides. Like all the media, they only portray Marina Bay Sands and Merlion, like the flashy side, right? But then I moved here, I noticed like it's so different. Like I really thought Singaporeans live at somewhere like Marina Bay, but but the majority no, they live in HDBs, and this is something we don't see. And I thought that was very interesting, that there's a huge gap. So that's why I started making these videos at these local neighborhoods. One of the video, I explored Yishun. Then after that video, it changed, everything changed. I got local audience. So slowly I made the transition to speaking from Japanese to English. Also content. Now I'm thinking about what kind of videos. Wow. Whoa. Looks delicious. So now I'm thinking of what kind of content will the people living in Singapore will like, instead of what kind of content will Japanese people like in Japan. So if I wanted to please my Japanese audience, I will make videos in Marina Bay Sands and stuff. I wouldn't even go to Yishun. Yeah.
Then what do you think Singaporeans like to watch from you?
I think a lot are wondering what a Japanese man find it interesting in this country. Oh, the mapo tofu. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. So initially, I used to upload like a lot of my like reactions, like me trying like sushi in Singapore, like a lot of these crazy dishes you can't find, crazy Japanese dishes you can't find in Japan.
You eat a chili padi like that? You eat a chili padi like that?
Am I eating it incorrectly?
It's so spicy to me.
Yeah.
With
I
the
love
seeds and
chili padi.
everything. Wow, I can't.
I love it. I need it on everything now.
You did a video at a civilian war memorial where you spoke about the Japanese invasion, right? Like, as a Japanese, like talking about this issue, were you very nervous to publish the video?
Yeah, kinda. It's a very sensitive topic, right? But I did it because I thought like people should know about it. Like, I mean, like, I feel embarrassed too, but like I didn't really know about like the history about Singapore and Japan, and I did get like a lot of like Japanese comments, people saying like, I feel sorry for not knowing this.
Was it what you expected though? Like
I was expecting more like hate comments, so like I was really kind of relieved when I released the video. Not many hate comments, like I think people were happy I posted the video.
And you've done like videos where you say, you know, like, things I hate about Singapore or things I hate about this, or like finding the flaws in NUS or whatever. Like, but do you feel like you can't really criticize Singapore too much in those videos because Singaporeans might get triggered?
Well, that's a good question too. First of all, I apologize for the slightly clickbaity title. It's not only me. I think a lot of foreigners are really careful on what they say publicly, and I think a lot of like foreign media is like kind of like reports it in like a negative way, that like Singapore is like too controlling. There's like no freedom and stuff. But I kind of think it as like a good thing, because like that way we have more responsibility in what we're saying, right? We can't. I mean, constructive criticism is probably okay, like even to the government. But if you're just like bashing them, like that's not good, right? Like,
What about like your Singaporean viewers?
It's kind of tricky, but ultimately I want my viewers to feel happy, like after watching my videos. I don't want to hurt anyone, but of course I still get hate comments.
What kind of hate comments do you get?
You should properly apologize to Singaporeans after what the Japanese have done. Like those types of things are like, and like the title is too clickbaity. Well, that's not really a hate comment, but I just apologize. I just say so sorry. I'm always worried about if my video will do well or not. Like I'm trying to improve on this, because of course if the video does well, I'm happy, but if it doesn't, I feel like crap, like it feels really bad. Like I feel like, oh, people hate me now, like people don't care about me, and it doesn't really feel nice, and I just kind of want to improve my way of thinking. At the same time, having a lot of views, that doesn't mean like you're providing value to the society, right? Like for example, like I can do like super clickbaity videos, like I don't know, invite like a very like a revealing woman inside and like do a dance. I'm not sure. That might get views, but is that video providing like value to the society? Is that like providing value to my channel? I don't think so, right? So I know that in my head, but there's this thing I'm still aiming for the view count. But I think ultimately I should focus on content people really enjoy. That will kind of brighten up their day. Yeah.
So what do you miss most about Japan?
I think my family, my grandma, food, of course. I think just living there overall. But I'm really happy here. But I think I have to say hi to my grandma, my parents very soon, hopefully by the end of this year.
Do they watch our videos?
I think they secretly do. I'm still kind of shy. Yeah. But they know I'm a YouTuber
Right.
already. Yeah. It's an awkward feeling, you know.
Do you still feel like an outsider in Singapore though?
Outsider. Not really. I think people are very friendly, welcoming. I mean, like for example, like mother-in-law, she treats me like her own son. She doesn't really treat me like a, like an outsider, like a foreigner. She speaks full-on Singlish. Feeds me the same food, plenty of chili padi, you know. Do you watch other Singaporean YouTube channels? I actually don't. I get influenced too easily, so I feel like if I watch it, I might get influenced and maybe upload a similar type of video, and I try to avoid that. So that's one reason I don't really watch local content.
Then what YouTube channels do you watch?
Oh, food vlogs like Mark Wayne's Strictly Dumpling. Yeah, same.
The way he describes food is
He is like he's
amazing.
God. He is. He's like one of my role models.
Thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to see more, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and the notification bell.